what? Okay, so we'll start with you. What was the worst comic book film that you saw this year?
That I saw was Hellboy. Actually, it's between Hellboy and fucking Captain America. It's like
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It's between one of those two. Like they're both on the same fucking level to me. So I'm just like, that was probably one of the worst ones I've seen.
Okay. I'll say for me the worst one was Hellboy.
Okay.
Hellboy, even though the second viewing I enjoyed it a little more than when I first watched it, it was definitely the most disappointing movie that I'd seen.
No.
I had so much anticipation for that movie.
Yeah, no.
What would you say is the best movie?
Best?
I know there's two. It's between Endgame and Joker.
Yeah.
It's between Endgame and Joker. But you have to pick one. You cannot pull this shit. I like both of them. You got to pick one. Which one is your favorite?
Joker, hands down.
Okay.
I mean, I love the MCU. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel that like I've seen Avengers. I've seen Endgame before. Like I've seen the fighting, the freaking the multi-universe connecting.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen all that. I've never seen a standalone movie that portrays a villain specifically to keep it in a standalone. Because you talk about like, I think that's what, not one of the cons, but one of the problems I think we were talking about is like, how are they going to connect this Joker to the DCU? But then we were like, well, you know what? It shouldn't really.
Yeah.
Like the Joker is perfect. It doesn't need, don't need Batman.
Yeah.
It don't need fucking the Riddler. Don't need, the Council of Doom, I think it was it?
The Legion of Doom?
Legion of Doom. Yeah. It doesn't need any of that. All it needs, all this movie was just the Joker and his sick mind just breaking essentially.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about it, because we can get it if you want. Like we said, if you want to hear our thoughts about the movie, go check out the previous episodes. But like, it starts off with it starts off with the Joker already being broken, and then boom.
Yeah.
Because you think, oh, it's gonna be how the Joker, it's gonna be how he became the Joker. When in actuality, it's like it does an opposite. He's already crazy, and it just ends with him coming to the realization that, you know what, I'm not. He's like, I'm not sick anymore.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that's what really freaking. That's why it was my favorite movies. It did something different than any of the previous comic book movies. Honestly. Yeah. It changed what could be done.
Yeah, I hear that. My favorite, like I said, I love both of these movies, Endgame and Joker.
No, yeah, I get. I'm the same way. I love both of them. They're both good. They're both great movies.
Yeah, and probably some of the best movies to come out in the genre in the last 10 years. They're up there. They're in the top 5, minimum top 5.
They are up there.
I will say, because I am a fan of Jack Kirby, I'm a fan of Stan Lee. I'm just gonna say Endgame, because Endgame is it did something Joker didn't, which was a resolution. Very few movies have good final arc. When the threads all get tied together. Yeah. Very few movies have great endings as far as trilogies and franchises. I equate Infinity War and Endgame to the Lord of the Rings. So it was Marvel's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, for sure.
And Endgame to me was Return of the King. That's what it was for me. Absolutely loved Endgame. It is one of my favorite comic movies ever made. Yeah. Infinity War, I still say I do enjoy Infinity War just slightly more. Because
shit.
What? Up. Hold on.
Can you you're closer.
iPhones, baby.
Low battery. What the fuck? Oh, whatever. Stupid as fuck.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna be ending in a minute, but Endgame was it was spectacle. It was spectacle done with emotional depth and something that we've never seen before. But Infinity War, I just enjoyed the fantasy of it more, the epicness. It was more Lord of the Rings than Endgame was. Endgame was partially independent movie, partially big budget movie, and then partially just pure fantasy, pure epicness. So I always say Infinity War I liked a little bit more, but Endgame is still fucking up there.
No, I mean both movies are freaking great movies. Yeah.